Welcome to Voodoo Whiskey Gaming, and this is my late review of the Titanfall tech test. Specifically, the second tech test, which I played on the Xbox One. Now, before anyone gets on me about how the alpha build of the game isn't the actual game, I'm fully aware of that. That's why I'm talking about the alpha. The tech test did start out with a few issues, like when I first booted it up and I couldn't connect to shit for a half hour. Because it was playing multiplayer, there was no actual story to it, so nothing to talk about there. I felt like the audio was pretty good. There were a few times where I wasn't getting sound when I was in my Titan. I don't know why, but then it suddenly kicked in. This game plays a lot like the original Titanfall, which isn't that surprising. It's very fast-paced. Like the previous Titanfall, I feel like it's lacking some depth in the customization and weapons, but, you know, I got past it in the original Titanfall. There are a couple of things that I'm really not down with in this alpha build. First off, there's only one game mode that had the AI enemies, which I didn't like. It made the battlefields seem just super empty and, quite frankly, kind of boring. I liked in the first Titanfall that if you had to get from Objective A to Objective B, you were pretty much guaranteed to run into a bunch of AI enemies along the way. I also feel like the AI enemies were a good balancer for the game. By that I mean it allowed players who weren't necessarily great at the game and had issues taking down other pilots, it allowed them to grind out some points and get their Titans faster and make sure they could actually contribute. That's another thing they changed. Getting your Titan is a reward now rather than just something that happens on a time limit. Now I could see how that would be a problem, except for it's very easy to get points. You capture an objective, you get points. You damage an opponent, you get points. You damage a Titan, you get points. So it's not like it's hard to get a Titan. I was getting one 2 to 4 times a match, just depending on what I was playing. The Titans themselves are kind of a problem though as well, because they feel like they're made out of paper mache. I felt like the Titans were going down super easy. It was really actually disappointing. It kind of made getting a Titan feel like, who fucking cares? It's gonna get destroyed right quick. The controls are still very much on point. I didn't have any real complaints with the controls. I do have some complaints with the mobility. I understand with the last tech test, there was a lot of complaints about how you couldn't run on as many surfaces. Well, I feel like that was fixed in this, but like I said, I did have some issues with the mobility. I don't feel like it flowed as well as it did in the first one. I didn't feel like I could run on this wall and then just easily jump through this window. I had some issues jumping through some windows for no apparent reason other than the game was just being a bitch about it. Overall, I did have some fun playing this game. I do see that there are some issues, and I hope that those don't translate to the actual title when it's released. I especially hope that the AI enemies are back because, well, I thought that was something fun that added a lot more to the original Titanfall than, pretty much any other competitive first-person shooter out there right now. Or at least the major shooters out there. But like I said, overall, I'm still fairly excited for Titanfall 2. So in the comments below, why don't you tell me if you got to play the tech test at all? Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. And if you like what I'm doing in general, share or subscribe. Have a good one.